Okay, we're out here on the mighty East Fork Lake here. We got Daniel Sepeck casting his line here. This gentleman over here is Gunner Pollitt. And this man here is the guy that got us here, Mike Arnold, who assures me that I will not fall backwards in this water. This is Team Wood Forest. Right, Daniel, we're going to start with you. Team Wood Forest and Team Boar's Head, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you're a high school fisherman out of Bethel-Tate High School.
Yes.
And you started on your own, and now people found out what you're doing, and they want to do it.
Well, you can say I didn't really start out on my own. Mike Arnold with the Boar's Head, along with my father, have been a big inspiration to me to start bass fishing. Have taught me about everything I have to know, and you know, fishing tournaments now is sort of making my name a little bit popular. And now after winning Kentucky Lake, you know, it's a big stepping stone for us. But yeah, that's pretty much how I started out, by just fishing these local tournaments and just going out and fishing with Mike and my father. And that's pretty much how I've learned to fish.
Okay, now coming up is you're going to Gallipolis, and then you have a trip to Russellville, Arkansas, and one's a state tournament, one is a world deal with all sorts of guys like you, huh?
Yeah, we go to Gallipolis and fish our Ohio State Championship. I'm thinking there should be an average about 20 boats. Some of these guys we fished against at Kentucky Lake, but Kentucky Lake and Ohio River is a big difference. A big difference of bodies of water. And it's going to be a lot tougher than Kentucky Lake.
All right, now we're trying to catch some authentic fish here, so if this happens, it'll look like one of those cool TV shows, but it's not as easy as everyone thinks it looks like on TV, right?
Oh no, it's very tough. You could be out here 8 hours and only get 1 or 2 bites, and might not even get a bite at all. You know, with the pros, most of the time they fish lakes that are very well stocked, and they can just catch fish about every cast. And up around here in Ohio lakes, it's completely different. It's very tough.
Now let me flip around here to Gunner. Gunner's switching rods here. Did you
see that one, Mike?
Almost had one, huh?
Almost.
All right, Gunner, you switched rods.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means I'm not getting a bite on the thing I was using.
That's logical enough. Now, what are we using here?
I'm using a black and blue 3/4 ounce jig.
All right. That generally works for you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with a jig. That's probably my favorite bait to use.
Yeah. You're out of Eastern Brown High School, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're having to fish with a Bethel guy. You guys getting along?
Yeah, we have our moments sometimes.
You don't bicker?
What?
You don't bicker or anything, or
we do.
Fight over who's better?
All the time. But normally it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
We don't hurt each other too much.
Now, when you come up here, they have Tuesday tournaments up here at East Fork, right?
Yeah.
And what's the best you guys have done here?
I really don't fish those tournaments. I don't know how Daniel does, but he says he does pretty well.
Oh.
Every once in a while, I do.
Little controversy here.
Yeah.
Mike, you're the owner of Boar's Head on Old 32.
Yes, sir.
Open for business.
Yeah.
Sell some marathon gas there.
Yep.
And you had a $250,000 lottery winner. I saw that too.
Yes, we have.
Just to verify that it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me either.
Now you know this lake like the back of your hand, right?
Well, I know it pretty well. I wouldn't say I know it like the back of my hand. If I did, I could come over here and win every week. But
yeah. Now, what about this high school fishing? Is this something you kind of wish they had when you were back in the day?
I would have been in heaven. I would have loved it. Yeah, they didn't have nothing like this when I was a kid. I mean, it's just, the wildlife and everything has changed a lot. I mean, they have youth fishing, youth hunting, just everything. I mean, promoting the youth to get involved in all this stuff, and I think it's great. I love taking the kids out. I mean, I take Daniel deer hunting all the time, and a lot of other kids deer hunting, and I take them fishing, and I enjoy it, and hopefully they enjoy it, and they're learning something from it, and they'll be able to take it with them the rest of their life and teach their kids and other kids.
Now, you've been around here. We've heard what these guys say, but do they really get along, and who's the grumpy one?
Oh, they're both good boys. I mean, I know Daniel, of course, a lot better than I know Gunner, but they both learned a lot. They're good fishermen. I mean, they proved themselves going to a strange lake, and I know people say, you know, they had someone that took them out there, but they're doing the fishing. You know, when we're out here, we just sit around and watch them, try to keep everything safe on the boat, keep them happy, and so they don't kill each other, but they don't. They all have a good time. It's all in a lot of fun.
All right.
They have a good time.
Can you verify now that we've done a 360-degree turn and I've stood up on the boat and I've not fallen in yet?
We went 360 degrees now, turning around, and hopefully one of them's going to catch a fish here in a second.
Yeah, that'd be nice. All right. Back to Daniel here. Now, Dad told me you showed up one day with a trophy at Bethel-Tate, and they kind of started taking this serious, didn't they?
Oh yeah, it is a big serious thing, especially that we've only had, you know, 1 or 2 state winners out of our school in any sport, and now that fishing is becoming a big sport, it's a very big accomplishment for our school, and along with Eastern Brown, because not many kids can say they've won a state championship.
And the trophy, does it go in the school case there? Or?
It will when I graduate. I'm gonna hold on to it, and I'm gonna make them a duplicate copy of it so they can have it in the school when I graduate.
And then when I come in on 125, it'll say home of state champion fisherman Daniel Sepeck, all that stuff.
No, I won't do that.
All right. Well, you guys looking forward to going to Arkansas?
Well, we can only take it one tournament at a time. We got Gallipolis coming up this weekend, so we got to worry about that one first before we can start worrying about any other tournament.
Fishermen have all the cliches now, one tournament at a time and all that.
Oh yeah, it's a big ordeal. We can only fish one tournament at a time. We can only do our studies for one tournament at a time, and you know, hopefully we can, you know, do somewhat good in those tournaments, if not win.
All right, Gunner, this is kind of like our version of River Monsters here. I think that guy's a kook myself, because he does things that I wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, me too.
But what's the biggest thing you've ever caught?
I think 6 pound. The 6 pounder was probably the biggest thing I ever caught.
Yeah. Pretty big thrill?
Oh yeah. It's pretty nerve-wracking, you know. You pull it up and you see the thing, this giant thing in front of you, and you know, your heart's beating real fast. The whole time you're trying to get in, you keep thinking in your head, oh, please don't get off. You know, once you get it off, it's just, you're out of breath, but you're so relieved, you know.
Daniel, what about you?
What about what? Me, biggest fish I ever caught?
Yeah.
Biggest fish I've ever caught.
Because it's going to have to be over 6, because that's what Gunner said.
Of course, it was over 6. My first fish was over 6. I think my biggest one I've ever caught was actually in a farm pond. I think it was a little over 7. That's about the biggest fish I ever caught when it comes to bass fishing. I also do a lot of cat fishing, but biggest bass I've ever caught would be about, I think it was a little over 7.
All right, well, nice job and good luck in Gallipolis and Arkansas. This is Daniel Sepeck here from Bethel-Tate, Gunner Pollitt out of Eastern Brown, and our pilot here, Mr. Mike Arnold, Boar's Head. It's on Old 32, and they sell Marathon gas. He encourages you to come by.